This is Adam, and he suffers from gout. Try Urol. It helps to prevent crystallization of uric acid crystals in gout therapy. Urol, effective urinary alkalinizer for gout.
Good evening, I'm Prasad and this is KiniNews. Did you know we have a National Unity Minister? What do you think he has to say about the escalating inter-ethnic tensions surrounding the Allah socks controversy? Here's a clue. Not much, but don't take my word for it. Let's watch how he handled reporters today. National Unity Minister Aaron Agu Dagang has shied away from addressing the socks controversy. When asked to comment on the matter today, this is what he had to say.
Okay, Datuk, nak sikit berkenaan dengan isu stalking kan untuk
No issue for me. That is not mitra. Today my issue is mitra. Okay. Alright. Please.
Boleh ulas sedikit.
Maaf, please. We are perpaduan. We don't want perpecahan. We want unity. And that's why the reason why they put Pemadu inside here.
When asked if he would issue any statements on the matter, he replied in the negative. In the current issue, socks bearing the word Allah were found on the shelves of convenience store chain KK Mart, causing an uproar from the Muslim community. KK Mart has since removed the offending socks and issued a public apology, which is also displayed at all its stores. Despite the apology, there have been vocal calls for a boycott of KK Mart and for stern action to be taken against the company. The Health Ministry may want to start a WhatsApp group so everyone is on the same page. What a mess the Health Minister had to clean up today after his deputy told Dewan Rakyat something supposedly factually wrong. Health Minister Dr. Dzulkefly Ahmad clarified today that the exclusion of tobacco and vape generational endgame provisions from a smoking control law was solely due to constitutional issues and not lobbyist influence. His statement follows revelations by Deputy Minister Lukanisman Awang Sauni to the Dewan Rakyat last week, suggesting industry representatives had directly influenced MPs against the endgame measure aimed at a smoke-free future generation.
Itu saya kira adalah salah. Salah pada fakta dan salah kepada pengucapan yang dibuat oleh Timbalan Menteri kerana saya semak perkara itu. Dan pagi tadi saya membuat penjelasan agak regrettable dengan izin, agak malang ia telah begitu diangkat oleh Code Blue dan juga rakan mantan Menteri Kesihatan kita tahu beliau ada menyebutkan dengan istilah cowardly and irresponsible. Saya sangat terkesan akan perkara itu.
Addressing Lukanisman's statement, Dzulkefly asserted that it was regrettable and unfortunate that Lukanisman's explanation was taken out of context by several quarters that has caused different perceptions. Last year, Code Blue reported that Attorney General Ahmad Teriruddin Muhammad Saleh was of the opinion that the GEG provisions were unconstitutional because they violated Article 8 of the Federal Constitution, which guaranteed equality before the law. How many ministers does it take to stop UMNO youth from calling for the continued boycott of KK Mart? 3 certainly is not the number. Don't ask me what the answer is, but what I do know is Kini Morning Brief. It's Malaysia Kini's free flagship newsletter that sends you summarized key news and analysis straight to your inbox 3 times a week. Scan the QR code on screen and sign up for free now. UMNO Youth Chief Dr. Muhammad Akmal Saleh remains determined in his call for a boycott against KK Mart, despite receiving criticism from 3 ministers. In response to Transport Minister Anthony Lok, Akmal asserted that he does not require DAP's endorsement for his cause. On Facebook, he said he does not need DAP's approval to defend his religion from insults. Lok, speaking on behalf of DAP, expressed disagreement with Akmal's approach in criticizing KK Mart over the Allah Sock scandal. Lok also questioned whether Akmal would react similarly if the controversy involved a Muslim-owned business. Akmal also dismissed Tourism, Arts and Culture Minister Tiong King Singh's caution that UMNO might suffer a negative public perception if its youth leader isn't reprimanded. Similarly, while addressing Housing and Local Government Minister Nga Komeng's warning that the boycott could backfire on UMNO, Akmal responded defiantly saying, quote, "Bring it on." Meanwhile, Jakim lays down the law on KK Mart's Allah Socks debacle, warning them to step up their game and steer clear of religious ruckus. The Department of Islamic Development Malaysia, JAKIM, has given a stern warning to convenience store chain KK Mart over the Allah socks issue and told them to ensure that it does not happen again. JAKIM also called on all quarters to cease touching on 3R, or race, religion and royalty issues. In a statement yesterday, JAKIM Director General Hakimah Muhammad Yusof said the department had met with KK Mart's founder, Chai Ki Khan, yesterday over the socks being sold at 3 of his outlets. She said the company also gave an explanation about the matter and about steps they would take to avoid this from happening again. She added that they also agreed to review and update the company's standard operating procedures. Hakimah also urged all quarters to leave the matter to the authorities. Previously, DAP Secretary General Anthony Lok revealed that he had helped arrange a meeting between JAKIM and Chai to explain the matter. KK Mart has terminated its deal with the sock supplier, who in turn blamed a company in China for wrongly sending them. The store had also issued a public apology on the matter, which was also displayed on electronic display boards at all its outlets.
Human rights lawyer Latifah Koya slams the doxing and bullying of certain individuals over comments made regarding the Allah socks fiasco. She calls it not just distasteful, but un-Islamic.
A human rights lawyer has condemned the doxing and physical confrontation of 2 men accused of making disrespectful online comments regarding the printing of the word Allah on socks. Latifah Koya's statement follows incidents in Kuala Lumpur and Kota Kinabalu, where individuals faced backlash for their alleged remarks on social media. She said this is not Islam, it's bullying and distasteful. Latifah added that the public must resort to legal measures, not vigilante justice. Doxing, the act of publishing private information online without consent, was highlighted as a malicious practice targeting individuals. In Kuala Lumpur, a man apologized after being confronted by an influencer Silat instructor and his friends, with his personal details subsequently circulated on social media. The personal information of Chiok Wai Lung, who joked about the socks issue, including his identity card number, phone numbers, email address and home address, was widely disseminated on social media platforms.
LFL Surendran blasts the police for probing a news anchor's complaint, calling it a power trip. Don't look at me, not this anchor.
Lawyers for Liberty advisor N. Surendran has criticized the police for what he calls an abuse of power in investigating a news anchor. This is after the anchor penned a letter alleging rudeness of a patrol officer. Speaking to Malaysia Kini, he said the investigation against the news anchor is a wrongful use of police powers and has no legal basis. Surendran urged the authorities to cease the investigation, emphasizing that public bodies are subject to criticism and punishing critics isn't the solution. The news anchor Muhammad Ahmad Hamdan is under investigation under Section 504 of the Penal Code for intentional insult, which carries a maximum penalty of 2 years imprisonment. Surendran cautioned that such investigations set a detrimental precedent, potentially discouraging the public from reporting police misconduct. Speaking at a press conference yesterday, Home Minister Saifuddin Nasution Ismail emphasized the importance of hearing perspectives from both the news anchor and the officer in question.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Prasad. Thank you for watching.